Hello students. Last week I started chapter 4 differential equation. In the previous class I explained you definitions, some of the rules and how to form a differential equation. That and all I explained you in the last class itself, and we finished 3 sums from exercise 4.1. This week I am going to continue from 4th sum onwards. Let us see ma. Our fourth question is form the differential equation by eliminating alpha and beta from x minus alpha the whole square plus y minus beta the whole square, which is equal to r square. Okay, let us see how to bring the differential equation by eliminating alpha and beta. First, we have to write the given equation x minus alpha the whole square, y minus beta the whole square, which is equal to r square. Keep it as equation number 1. Now I am going to differentiate the equation 1 with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. See, here we have to consider this full term x as x. We know that d by dx of x square is equal to 2x using d by dx of x power n formula. At the same time, we know that differentiation of y with respect to x means we will be getting dy by dx. And then differentiation of constant term is equal to 0. These three things we should know ma. Then only we can able to differentiate equation 1. Okay, let us see how to differentiate. This full term we have to consider as x. So x square. What is the differentiation for x square? It is 2x. So 2 into, in place of x we are having x minus alpha. So it will become x minus alpha. 2x, but place of x we are having x minus alpha. So 2 into x minus alpha. Again we have one more x term in the differentiated term. So again we have to differentiate this x. We know that differentiation of x with respect to x means the value is 1. So here the value differentiation of x with respect to x means 1 plus this one we have to differentiate. So we will be getting 2 into, like x square we will be getting 2x. So this also will be getting 2 into y minus b. And here there is y term. The beta and alpha is constant. So we will be getting only 0. So after differentiating y, we will get dy by dx. So dy by dx. This one if we 2 into y minus beta. Again we have one more y term in the differentiator term. So that also we have to differentiate. So differentiation of y with respect to x means we will get dy by dx. R square is constant. We know that differentiation of constant is 0. So 0. Here in both the terms we have 2 as common. So we can divide the whole equation by 2. So x minus alpha 2 will get cancelled, plus here also 2 will get cancelled. Remaining term y minus beta into dy by dx equal to 0. Keep it as equation number 2. Here we have to eliminate alpha and beta to get the differential equation. But we didn't eliminate alpha and beta till the second equation. So again we have to differentiate the second equation. Again differentiate the second equation with respect to x. See, differentiation of x is 1 minus differentiation of constant term is 0. Alpha is constant, so it is 0 plus here this is also a differentiator term and this one is also a differentiation term. So both are differential term means we can go with uv whole dash, product formula we can use ma. That is uv whole dash is equal to uv dash plus vu dash. Dash is nothing, it is first derivative. First differentiation is called dash. That is u dash, v dash, that and all called first differentiation. So here in u is equal to y minus beta. Let us take, let u is equal to y minus beta. and v is equal to dy by dx. Now I have to find u dash. U dash means first differentiation. Already we differentiated. Differentiation of y with respect to x means dy by dx, and differentiation of constant term is 0. So don't want to write that 0 and all. Next v is dy by dx. So what is v dash? The second differentiation, that is d square y by dx square. This is what our second differentiation. Now we have to apply u v dash and v u dash in the product rule. This is called product rule in differentiation. This one is u and this one is v. If we differentiate, we will be getting uv whole dash, that is equal to uv dash plus vu dash. So after applying the product rule, in u place we have to write y minus beta. What is v dash? V dash is nothing but d square y by dx square plus what is v? V is dy by dx, and u dash. What is u dash? It is also dy by dx, which is equal to 0 because 0 is constant. Now I am going to simplify the above term. 1 plus y minus beta into d square y by dx square plus dy by dx the whole square is equal to 0. From this I am going to find what is y minus beta. So first I have to bring this term to right side and this also to right side. So what is the remaining term in the left side part? It is y minus beta into d square y by dx square, which is equal to, when it goes to right side it will become minus dy by dx the whole square, and when 1 goes to plus 1 will go to that side means it will also become minus 1. So at last y minus beta into d square y by dx square, which is equal to, if I take minus as common sign, I will be getting dy by dx the whole square plus 1. And the next step is I am going to find y minus beta alone. That I will tell you ma. Now we have to find y minus beta, which is equal to, already we have this term minus of 1 plus dy by dx the whole square. In this part we have d square y by dx square. We need to find y minus beta alone. So when it comes to this side it will become reciprocal because it is in multiplication manner. So when it comes to right side it will become division part. So minus of 1 plus dy by dx the whole square divided by d square y by dx square. This is what our y minus beta term. Now just draw a box and keep it as the equation number 3. Already we put 2 equation. This is equation number 3. Now I am going to substitute this y minus beta value in equation number 2. Substitute equation 3 in 2. What is our equation 2? Equation 2 is nothing but x minus alpha plus y minus beta into dy by dx is equal to 0. This is what our second equation. Now I am going to substitute this one here. So I will get x minus alpha plus, instead of y minus beta I am going to substitute this one, minus of 1 plus dy by dx the whole square divided by d square y by dx square into, and this dy by dx is equal to 0. Next I am going to find x minus alpha. So plus into minus, minus. So it will become x minus alpha minus of 1 plus dy by dx the whole square divided by d square y by dx square into dy by dx equal to 0. From this I am going to find x minus alpha is equal to, when it goes to this full term, when it goes to right side, it will become positive. Why means because in left side part it is negative. When it goes to right side, it will become positive. So 1 plus dy by dx the whole square divided by d square y by dx square, and this dy by dx. This is our x minus alpha. Keep it as equation number 4. Now substitute 3 and 4 in equation 1. What is our equation 1? It is x minus alpha the whole square plus y minus beta the whole square, which is equal to r squared. X minus alpha, just now only we found the value for x minus alpha. It is nothing but 1 plus dy by dx the whole square divided by d square y by dx square into dy by dx. And this is x minus alpha value, and it is given as whole square, so it is whole square, plus similarly y minus beta, so that is 1 plus dy by dx the whole square divided by d square y by dx square, and this value is also whole square, so that is whole square equal to r square. Now I am going to give this power to both numerator and denominator. So it will become 1 plus dy by dx the whole square, and for this also dy by dx the whole square divided by, for denominator also, d square y by dx square the whole square. Similarly 1 plus dy by dx the whole square divided by d square y by dx square whole square, which is equal to r square. Here the denominators are same, so I can bring this denominator to right side, and in the numerator part this one and this one look like same, so I am taking as a common one. So 1 plus dy by dx square whole square. If I take this one as common term, then in the first term dy by dx whole square will be remaining. In the second one, 1 will be there, divided by this denominator d square y by dx square whole square, which is equal to r square. When it goes to right side, it will become in multiplication manner, because in the left side part it is in division manner. So when it goes to right side, it will become multiplication manner. So 1 plus dy by dx square whole square into 1 plus, I am rewriting the sentence, that means front and back I am changing, dy by dx the whole square, which is equal to r square into d square y by dx square whole square. Both are same terms, nothing is there means power 1 is there, while the base is same means powers can be added. So 1 plus dy by dx square, 2 plus 1 is 3, which is equal to r square into d square y by dx square the whole square. So this is what our final differential equation, because there is no alpha and beta term in the final equation. This is what our required differential equation for x minus alpha the whole square plus y minus beta the whole square, which is equal to r square. Next sum. Next question. Fourth one is your assignment problem. Fifth question. Form the differential equation that represents all parabolas, each of which has a lattice rectum 4a and whose axes are parallel to the x-axis. If it is parallel to x-axis means, what is your y value? Parallel to x-axis. Just think over it. Let us see how to write the parabola equation. Already in the first class itself I told some of the straight line equation, circle equation, family of curves, that and all I told you in the first, that means previous class itself. From that you can write the parabola equation is y square is equal to 4ax. This equation you can see from family of curves. From that you can take this equation, y square is equal to 4ax, and which has a lattice rectum 4a whose axes are parallel to the x-axis. Here we have to consider h comma k is center of this one. So this is your x1 value and this is your y1 value. So now y square, I can write y minus y1 the whole square, which is equal to 4a into x minus x1. So y minus, what is y1 value? It is k square. 4a into x minus, what is x1 value? H. Keep it as equation number 1. Now I have to eliminate the constant a. So differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. The above equation should be differentiate with respect to x. Like as previous sum only, 2 into y minus beta. Instead of beta we are having k here. So 2 into y minus k. Differentiation of y with respect to x means we will be getting dy by dx. And 4 a is constant, a into 4a, x minus h is constant 0, x with respect to x means 1 minus 0. So 2 into y minus k into dy by dx, which is equal to 4a. So now I can bring this 2 to the right side. It is in multiplication manner. When it comes to this side, it will become division manner. So y minus k into dy by dx, which is equal to 4a divided by 2. If I cancel, I will be getting 2a. So the final equation is y minus k into dy by dx is equal to 2a. This is what our equation number 2. Keep it as equation number 2. But again a, the constant term is here. To remove this, again we have to differentiate with respect to x. So what is the term we got, ma? Y minus k into dy by dx, which is equal to 2a. To eliminate this a, again differentiate with respect to x. So look like UV method, product rule. I told you UV whole dash means UV dash plus VU dash U dash V dash, that and all nothing but the first differentiation term. Here U is equal to y minus k. So what is u dash? Differentiation of y with respect to x. We will get dy by dx, and differentiation of constant term is 0. So don't want to write. And what is v? V is nothing but dy by dx. What is v dash? Second differentiation, d square y by dx square. Now we have to apply these rules in this formula. So what will be getting? U is y minus k, and what is v dash? D square y by dx square, plus what is v? V is dy by dx. What is u dash? U dash is again dy by dx. Understand, ma? So to differentiate this one, we have to use product rule. After applying the product rule, we got this result. So instead of this term, I can write this one. Here I can write, that is y minus k into d square y by dx square plus dy by dx the whole square, which is equal to, and differentiation of 2a. 2 into a, different, both are constant. 2 is constant, a is also constant. So differentiation of constant term is 0. Now I am going to find what is y minus k. First I have to bring this one to the right side. So y minus k into d square y by dx square is equal to, when plus comes to this side, it will become minus dy by dx the whole square. Now I need to find only y minus k, which is equal to minus dy by dx the whole square. When it comes to this side, it is in multiplication manner, so it will become division. D square y by dx square. So this is what our third equation. So substitute this y minus k value in the above equation. Y minus k value is this one. So I am going to substitute this value in this equation. So substitute 3 in 2. What is equation 2? Y minus k into dy by dx is equal to 2a. This is what our equation. Now I am going to write y minus k value here. So it is minus of dy by dx the whole square divided by d square y by dx square into dy by dx, which is equal to 2a. So dy by dx whole square into dy by dx, terms are same, so we can add the power. So I can write minus dy by dx the whole cube. When it goes to right side, it is in division manner. When it goes to right side, it will become positive. 2a into d square y by dx square. Now I am going to bring the differential equation. It is in negative manner. Bring it to right side. So already we have 2a into d square y by dx square plus dy by dx the whole cube is equal to 0. This is what our required differential equation for the parabola. Shall we see the next one, ma? Okay, let us see. Now, sixth question. Find the differential equation of all circles passing through the origin and having their centers on the y-axis. So, we know that the circle equation is x square plus y square is equal to any constant. We can keep it as k square. Having their centers on y-axis. So, centers on y-axis means what are the points, ma? Y-axis means 0, comma. You can keep one value, that is also constant, 0, comma k, x1, y1. So x minus x1 the whole square plus y minus y1 the whole square, which is equal to k square. Now I am going to substitute x1 y1 value in this equation. So x minus 0 whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to k square. It is nothing but x square plus y minus k the whole square, which is equal to again k square. Keep it as equation number 1. Now to eliminate this constant k, we have to differentiate with respect to x. So we know that differentiation of x square is 2x and differentiation of y the whole square 2 into y minus k. Y with respect to x means dy by dx and differentiation of constant is 0. Here 2 is common, so divided by 2 the whole equation. So I will be getting x into y minus k into dy by dx equal to 0. This is what our equation. From this, y minus k into dy by dx, when x goes to this side, it will become minus x. This we can keep it as equation number 2, y minus k value. Now I am going to find what is k. So k value from this we can able to find, that is I can bring minus x here, y minus k into y minus k is equal to minus x. When it goes to this side, it will become division, dy by dx. From this I can able to find y minus k, which is equal to minus x divided by dy by dx. Then not this equation is 2. This one is equation number 2, y minus k. I have to find only y minus k. In this step we have dy by dx. We don't want this one, so we have to bring right side. So y minus k is equal to minus x into minus x divided by dy by dx. This is equation number 2. From this I am going to find k value. The equation is x plus y minus k into dy by dx equal to 0. Now I am going to bring this x to right side. So it will become minus because here it is positive. So when it comes to right side it will become negative. So y minus k into dy by dx is equal to minus x. From this I need only y minus k term. It is in multiplication manner. When it goes to right side it will become division manner. So it will become minus x divided by dy by dx. This is what our equation number 2. Keep it as equation number 2. From this I am going to find k value alone. So here k is negative. I am going to bring this k to right side. So minus k will become plus k and this whole term will become this side. So minus x divided by this term will become positive. So y, this minus x will become plus x divided by dy by dx. When minus k will go to this side means it will become plus k. So this is our k value. Keep it as equation number 3. So we know y minus k value and k value. Now we can substitute this value and k value in equation number 1. So what is equation number 1? Substitute 2 and 3 in 1. So what is equation number 1? That is x square plus y minus k the whole square, which is equal to k square. This is what our equation number 1. So now I am going to apply x square as it is x square only plus y minus k whole square. We know y minus k value, that is minus x divided by dy by dx whole square, which is equal to k value. We know that is y plus x divided by dy by dx the whole square. This is what our k value. Now I am going to segregate this power to both numerator and denominator. It looks like x plus y whole square or a plus b whole square format. This is simply we can x square plus simply if we apply minus x whole square it will become positive x square and denominator part dy by dx the whole square. It is a plus b whole square format. So what is the expansion? A square plus b square plus 2ab. So in place of a we have y, in place of b we have this term. So it is y square plus x square divided by dy by dx the whole square plus 2, a value is y and b value is x into dy by dx. Now this term and this term will get cancelled because if one term goes to any one of the part it will become negative. So we can cancel them. And what are the remaining terms? Here x square and right side part y square plus 2 into y into x, I can write 2xy, and denominator part when it goes to numerator it will become reciprocal. So dy by dx will become dx by dy. Otherwise we can write as it is, no problem. This is what our required differential equation for family of circles. Understand, ma? Okay. Next sum. Now we can see. So only one more sum is there in the exercise, ma. So that sum I am not going to explain you. That you have to do it as assignment sum. So this week assignment 13, exercise 4.1, question number 4 and question number 6. First I started question number 4, but it is not question number 4, it is question number 3. Sorry, ma. I told you the class starting the question number is 4, but the question number is 3 only. So question number 4 is your assignment problem and question number 6 is also your assignment problem from exercise. And from examples, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 and 4.5. So totally you have 6 sums for assignment 13. When is your date of submission, ma? Monday evening 6 p.m. Before 6 p.m. you have to submit. You have 2 days time, ma. That is Saturday and Sunday you have 2 days time. So Monday before 6 p.m. you have to submit the assignment. So watch the video every week and do the assignments properly. Cooperate with me, ma. As soon as possible we have to finish the portions also. So your cooperation is very much important. Thank you so much, my dear girls. Keep watching the video. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.